continue with the extras tab, which is one of the most used tabs. Here again, you see we have import default option, and our routes already should contain the mandatory extra services, mandatory services that should be included. And here, when we import default, you will see we will see what we have by default. We have this water, we have Petronite, which is extra. Please remember that entrance fees, we have only the rate per person for adult and child. You see here, adult and child cost. We do not have here an option to add the rates per capacity, per group. These entrance fees are only per person, and here we have adult and child rate, and these entrance fees are always included in the package rate, so you need to take this into account. But extras have options to add the rates per person, per group, per capacity, and we can offer this service as optional. Again, checking this checkbox. Let's go column by column, and we will see the all the options. So here, the first column, we have day, we have our route, and we have here supplier. If we can add the supplier, but if we offer the service, we have several suppliers, we do not want which one our operation team will use, you can leave it empty, and later in the reservation module, the reservation team will fill the real supplier. Here we have service name, and here you can see the list of the services available. Here we can mention if the service and the rates that we give here is per person, per group, or per capacity. What is the difference? If it is per person, it means that this will be quoted for each packs. If we have the rate per group, it means that this rate will be divided by your packs number, because this is the rate for your whole group. So if we have 5 packs, then this rate will be divided by 5. And if we have per capacity, it means that this rate is per capacity, but here we should specify the maximum number of packs. So it means that if we have per capacity, and the maximum capacity is 4, for example, for jeep shuttles or any service that is for that certain number of packs. So if we specify here the packs number, and we are doing a quotation for 6 packs, the system will understand that this rate is for up to 4 packs, and for 6 packs already the system will quote this service twice, because you have 6 packs, and this rate is valid up to 4 packs. So in this case, it means for 6 packs the system will take this rate twice. So if it is per person, and here we have another option. If this is excursion, the service is excursion. Actually, this specification, if it is per packs, per group, etc., will come from the service itself, because when we add the service and we add the rates, we specify there this rate is per packs, or per person, or per group, per capacity. But here we have another option to add the rate to add the rate as excursion. It means that here, if the service is excursion, you can put the same service but different rate for different pax numbers. For example, if we have half day Amman tour, or half day Dubai tour, or half day Muscat tour, but this half day tour is different from first to 5 packs. From 6 to 10 it's cheaper. From 10 to 15 it's again cheaper. So in this case we have here an option to add the packs numbers from and up, and we can add the cost and the selling rate. And here we can add the supplier. If we have supplier already, then if we have a supplier in the contract, here in our quotation we have to add the supplier to get the rate. But if the supplier is not added, so it depends on the database. We do not need to add here real supplier. Okay, this is the difference, but actually this specification comes from already the contract, and if the rate is already available in the system, then it should be specified already the rate with per person or per group. Here we have an option, as in the restaurant, to offer this service as optional. It means again that this rate will not be included in the package rate, but will be offered separately as an optional service, and the system will take the fixed selling rate if available in the database. If not, will take this rate plus the profit that you will add for the extra services. Another option, here we have possibility option to show the it's not there, but each service can have a description, and these descriptions can be available in different languages. And when you export your proposal, you can choose either you want to include also descriptions of extra services or not. Here you will, in the proposal you will see, but if you want to include extra services description, but only some of them, because you do not need to have all the description, you do not want to include this water service in the itinerary, you just want to calculate the rate. In this case we you have an option to just exclude this description. So it means show description, and when you unmark that means you do not want to include this service description in your itinerary to show somewhere, you just want to calculate the rate. But for Petra night you maybe would like to show the description, and to have that today the service description in the end of your day itinerary. It will appear in the end of your day itinerary. And here you have two options, show mark all or unmark all. Imagine you have 10 surfaces and you want to include only one of them in the description. You can unmark all and then go and mark only that service. This is just to be able to just unmark or mark immediately all of them. And here on the left side we have our advanced search for the extra services. We can filter extras by keywords. We have 4 keywords field. You can filter by type if it's extra service or excursion. We saw the difference. You can filter the services if it is per person, per group, or per capacity. You can filter by city, and you can filter by classification. Each extra service can have classification, and this is here. You will see that you will have a big list of the classification, as this is only demo account, but in real databases you will have desert activities, you will have water activities, air activities, just for you to be able to filter easily. For example, I want to I want to offer activities in the desert, so here I would choose desert activities, and you will filter by city or by keyword, and yeah, the list will be filtered quicker quickly. So this is again we have this the same options to recalculate each record, to recalculate all, to be able to delete the service, and yeah, and add if it is not attached by default. Here you have an option to choose the third day, for example, and add any for example. For this is only for, and here you will see that we have this service is uploaded in the database as excursion, and this per person. So we click on it and go and see if we need to add supplier. No, it's not, supplier is not specified here, but you will see that we have different rates, different selling rates for different packs numbers. Okay, so we click on save, and here we can offer this optional. In case of excursion, if it is excursion, the price as it is different for different packs brackets, we will not see here. We will, when you add a new service, just please click on recalculate, and when you click on the zero cost here, you will see the real cost that is calculated for different packs numbers, because here the system cannot show you the exact rate because it's not the same for every packs. Just click on it, and if you list this breakdown, and it means that it is already calculated. So don't be afraid of the zero cost in case you have this breakdown list. If it is zero but you click and you do not see it here, just please click on recalculate for the system to be able to take the contracted rate. So if it is here, it means that if you are quoting for 3 packs, the system will take this rate. If you are quoting for 50 packs, the system will take this rate per packs, because this service is added as excursion and this is per packs. Okay, we click on save, and thank you.